Welcome back. Well, seasonal depression hits during these darker and colder months for many, and the pandemic has definitely not helped that situation. Here to talk about how to chase away those winter blues is current Behavioral and Recovery Services Director Bill Walker. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning.
Good morning. So could you just kind of start off with telling us what are some of the biggest ways that the combination of the pandemic and the winter season and just everything going on, what are some ways that can really impact our mental health?
Well, of course, this year, because of the fiscal impacts, the issues over the election, and just the normal issues of everything from weather change to travel or not travel, there's just a lot of things that are impacting people probably more this year than years previous.
Definitely. And what are some of the best ways that you would recommend to kind of maybe preparing for that? You and I were just talking about earlier how people might be experiencing that for the first time this year. Are there kind of preventative measures people can take?
On the lowest scale, I would say developing hope and mindfulness. And by that, it's like slow it down. It used to be we'd be going so fast in the holidays, we'd be like, I'm going out of my mind. Now it's like, I can't go fast. I can't go places. So slow it down. Take this year to call people maybe that you don't talk to that live across the country. Take that extra moment, slow it down, find your space, and then connect with people.
And we were also discussing how if people are experiencing this for the first time, what are some resources that they should know about that maybe they haven't had to use before?
Yeah, a lot of people may not be aware that we have a 24/7 hotline, warm line hotline, and suicide prevention hotlines. All the listeners are certified in suicide prevention. That number is 1-800-991-5272. And people can call that number 24/7, even if it's just, I don't need mental health services, but I just want to talk to somebody because I'm coming unglued a little bit.
Love that. And do you have any advice specifically for dealing with loneliness? Just because, especially with the holidays, people might be celebrating feeling really alone for the first time. What are some good ways to kind of combat that?
One of the things that happens sometimes is like, why should I even put on my regular clothes? We joke about, I'm not wearing, I'm wearing PJs, while I'm in a Zoom conference or something. First thing I do is say, get back to what's normal for you. If it's normal for you to get up at a certain time or do certain things, do those things. And then again, we talked about connecting with people, and we talked about, just the idea of getting back to your sense of hope and your sense of purpose.
All right. So keeping a sense of normalcy and staying positive. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Bill. We really appreciate your time and your insight. That was really great advice.
Thank you. My pleasure.